What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of the reverse diet series. So today I'm just going to talk about what a reverse diet even is, who could potentially benefit from it, and just the overall benefits that it can provide. So let's get into it. So a reverse diet is exactly what it sounds like. So instead of decreasing calories to lose weight in a diet, you're going to slowly increase calories in a reverse diet slowly over time. So this is to combat the effects of a process called metabolic adaptation. What is metabolic adaptation? Well, before we kind of get into that, let's kind of break down your metabolism and your metabolic rate. Your metabolism is a bunch of different chemical processes happening in your body in order to survive, create energy, and be able to do the things that you do. So there are 4 contributing factors to your metabolism or your metabolic rate. The first is your basal metabolic rate, or BMR, which is the amount of energy that your body needs at rest. So you're laying down, you're not moving, basically the energy your body needs just to keep your heart pumping, to keep you breathing. The second is the thermic effect of food, or TEF, which is the amount of energy that you need to digest and absorb the nutrients that you get from food and drink. The third is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT. This is the amount of activity that you do that is not intentional. So think of your fidgeting, your hand movements, your toe tapping, whatever that case may be. And then the fourth is your exercise, your intentional exercise. So your weightlifting, your cardio, your yoga, swimming, basketball, whatever it may be. So each of these factors are variable depending on the person and in regard to how much they contribute to your metabolism. But generally speaking, BMR is going to contribute about 60 to 70% of your total daily energy expenditure. Thermic effect of food is going to contribute about 10%, and then all of your exercise, your unintentional and intentional, is going to be about 20 to 30%. So all of these factors play a role in how much energy your body needs to maintain homeostasis. So now that we kind of understand metabolism a little bit better, let's go back to metabolic adaptation and why we reverse diet. Metabolic adaptation is a survival mechanism in your body, which essentially slows down the metabolic processes to conserve energy in times of increased fat loss. So in times of increased fat loss, calories often become quite low for long periods of time. In order to prevent starvation and promote survival, your body is going to lower your BMR and your NEAT. So if you were previously taking in X calories, which induced weight loss, that level may no longer work for you to induce further weight loss. This is metabolic adaptation. So what do? Well, if further weight loss is still the goal, you could theoretically reduce calories further or increase your exercise or cardio to burn additional calories. However, in some cases, this isn't always feasible or sustainable or healthy for that matter. So in that case, a reverse diet would be appropriate. The goal of a reverse diet is not weight loss. The goal of a reverse diet is to increase your metabolic rate while simultaneously minimizing body fat gain. We achieve this by going slow. If you jump right back into pre-diet eating behaviors and habits after you diet and reach your goal, or maybe you're transitioning into a growth phase, or maybe you're transitioning out of a competition that you had to diet for, jumping right back into what you were doing previously can lead to very quick fat gain. So as I mentioned with metabolic adaptation, your body is primed to conserve energy. So making that big jump back up is likely going to lead to fat gain. So this can often lead to feelings of discouragement after all the work that you just put in and can put you right back in that diet mentality again. So there's a statistic out there that says 95% of diets fail. That's not because diets don't work. They work, but oftentimes they are unsustainable. They're over-restrictive, and they might be inappropriate for that person. Or the other case may be that they did lose the weight, but they didn't transition out of it correctly. Either they didn't take into account the metabolic adaptation and then jumped back up to their normal calorie level, which caused weight regain, or they went back to pre-diet eating habits and behaviors, in which case, right back to where they started. So how do you know if you are somebody who could benefit from a reverse diet? So maybe you're eating the same amount of calories, but you're no longer losing weight. You've kind of reached a plateau. Maybe you are somebody who has spent long periods of time dieting. So think many months, maybe even years. Maybe you're somebody who just competed, coming out of a competition and now transitioning into improvement season. Or maybe you have reached the end of your weight loss journey and now you're looking to transition to a growth phase or a maintenance phase. So what are the benefits from the reverse dieting process? Well, from a physical perspective, like I said, one of those goals is to minimize body fat gain. So instead of making that huge leap, we slowly increase over time to keep body fat gain minimal. I say minimal because some body fat gain is necessary for optimal health and continued physique improvement. You can also develop the ability to consume and metabolize larger amounts of food. Who doesn't want to eat more food? Let's be real. A reverse diet can also aid in bringing your hormone levels back to baseline, including leptin and ghrelin. Leptin is a hormone that tells your body that it's full and satisfied, and ghrelin is a hormone that tells our body that we're hungry and that we need food. So if you've ever dieted before, you feel more hungry than usual, you don't feel satisfied, that's why. Chronic dieting and undereating have other implications as well. So for example, bone health in females, disrupting menstrual cycles, disrupting other hormones as well. So it is crucial that we spend time away from dieting as well so that we can prioritize our health and well-being. Further, if your goals involve muscle gain or exercise performance, it is imperative that your body gets the quality and quantity of fuel that it needs to continue improvement. If you have any questions about reverse dieting, or if you think you would be a good candidate for a reverse diet, please contact me. I will leave my contact info below. Hope you guys enjoyed the content in today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for episode 2 and beyond. I'm going to take you guys along my own reverse diet journey. So I've been through a couple of reverse diets in the past, but I'm just about to start another one now. So come along with me. I'm going to show you kind of what I do, why I'm doing it, challenges I encounter along the way. We're going to go through the holidays. So stay tuned and join me.